Welcome back, everyone. My name is Eltimar, and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left off last time, we saved Defender's Heart. It was pretty fun. We're going to go to the Fallen Horse. We're going to eat some reagents. We're going to go to the Atelea, and then we're going to go to the Tower of Estrod. They're both kind of in the same direction, and it'll be fairly easy to get there. I don't remember what's in the Atelea. We also have to go back to the Market Square at some point in time, because we have to go save the Des Knight that's there. We can also get the Azada path opened up too. We're going to try and get every single path opened up prior to the having to choose them. We have silver powder, okay.
I found
and a trap.
Something.
But the trap leads off into the distance, and I don't know if we can get to it without whatever is here to fight.
Something wrong?
Does he have stealth? He does have stealth. Let's stealth up. We're gonna very carefully slide around to this here trap. There's also something over there. What is that? Oh, it's the trap.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Alright.
Oh, me?
Back into formation. Let's go. No, that's not the right thing. Everyone moves forward. Very carefully. There is a neophyte barbarian up ahead. At the very least, there is that one enemy. There's also a stranger here. Let's go talk to him. We're stuck on a pole. But now we're not. The absence. Is that the... He didn't say anything. No. The absence of an answer is an answer too.
I'm here.
There are so many of these weird dudes around. There's also a trap here.
This is my kind of work.
So... we got neophyte fighters, we got barbarians. There's lots of enemies around. Let's just pick one and charge him in the face. Probably that one, because he's probably close to what I'm assuming is going to be some mages. There's at least one neophyte wizard there. Surprise, by the way.
I'll make short work of this.
When you surprise attack someone, you have to yell surprise. It's the rules. Ah, god damn it, Sela. Why are you never mounted? You always waste your first turn.
Surrender or else.
I never check either. It's partially my fault for being an idiot, but it's also partially Sela's fault for being an idiot as well. Oh, we couldn't sneak attack it that round. That's fine.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Let's move forward and ruin that wizard's day. Let's shoot this man in the face. We missed. Let's not take a hit from him. Let's also not take a hit from him.
Too late for apologies.
We also missed that one too. Let's go up. That was a terrible movement, but that's fine. Let's see if we can't blast this guy with acid. He is now dead. Let's see if we can't blast this guy with a crossbow. He is also now dead. That was a very easy fight.
Together.
Let's loot the bodies. Just the weapons and the armor. And all this other stuff. So, we killed our way to the Atelea. I don't know what an Atelea is, but I'm assuming it's French. Just because. Also,
Knowledge is the
there are
key
two barbarians
to
just
victory.
hanging out here. I don't know why. Can we charge that one? No, but we can charge that one. They both berserked. There's a summoning circle here. It's never usually a good
See to
sign.
your demise.
Mind over muscle.
We are doing really bad on our initial round of combat. There's also Curvil, the Sparking Fist, and a couple more neophyte fighters back there. I don't know who this Sparking Fist is, but he could be dangerous. Let's move up a tiny bit with Ember. And we'll just move up a little bit. Do we want to cast Bless? Well, we're staggered, so we can't. That guy hit me surprisingly hard for a no-named neophyte fighter. 12 damage is a pretty solid hit. What has he got for his bonuses? 1d6 plus 7. He rolled almost maximum damage. Allow me to return the favor. That's right. I'm going to move back a tiny bit with both my characters because I don't know what a Sparking Fist does, but I'm kind of worried. It's a kineticist. Never mind, we need to move in there and start punching him faster, not less fast.
This spell's faulty.
One damage. No sneak attack because we weren't close enough. Was Ember the one hit by that spell? It does appear so. Let's heal up Ember. She is the best girl and cannot be... Well, that fighter was very stupid. Let's get our Bless on, just in case this guy's got lots of armor. We don't fully know how the extent of his abilities. And, I don't think we need Blur. 0 damage. Alright, let's, charge in. We hit him for a solid amount of damage. And more damage. He has taken out what I can only describe as a lightning sword. He is a Jedi. There is no doubt in my mind. We snuck attack him for 8. We could Burning Arc him, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm just gonna roll back to my fighters, who should be able to finish him off. Unless we miss horribly. There we go. Problem solved. What is that? It doesn't appear. It must be like some sort of ability weapon because it doesn't exist on his body. On the nature of the divine, unbending armor, and a lesser kinetic diadem. We have 0 kineticists in this game. There's not a single NPC kineticist. I get it. You can only have so many NPCs in the game, playable NPCs anyways, but a kineticist would have been nice. There was a really cool one in Kingmaker. And I guess that's all we can do. We're done. We made our way into the house, we killed the kineticist, and that was really the extent of this place. The Atelea is finished. Let's move on. Got some experience for killing that guy and a couple magical items, which we're never going to use. Maybe the unbending armor, but definitely not the diadem. Diadem? However you pronounce it. Let's go to the Tower of Estrod. Oh, let's go to the dead duelists. More reagents. We have spotted some enemies. We'll fight them, we need the experience. Where are they?
Does anyone require my counsel?
Are they spiders? They're dretches. At the very least, it's one dretch.
Keep your wits about you.
There are more enemies somewhere. Where are you? There it is.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Let's see. Stop. I wonder where in the initiative order this stretch is going to be. Oh, it doesn't matter. The fight's over. Another 44 experience, which isn't arguably that much, but every little bit of experience is going to help on hard difficulty especially. The more you outlevel the content, even by little bits, the less of a chance you're going to get pulverized by the enemies you're facing. And there is a solid chance we'll get pulverized by the enemies we're facing on a regular basis as we go through this game. Let's save. We might have pissed off these ghosts. Canabras burns, the city that should never have fallen. Fate shows no mercy. That is the inheritor. Or the hand of the inheritor, I should say. Darkness and malevolent rage hides behind many masks, but I see them for what they are. I see them in you. Yeah, it's because we took the demon thing in the beginning. And that is Targana, I believe. I hear the echo of menacing footsteps. I feel the heat of ancient, uncursed rage. Old enemy, you will not escape so easily. And that's Yaniel. Servant of the Abyss, you entered the house of memory with evil in your soul. Soon you will be a memory.
Time to practice my
Unfortunately, the
combat
vision of
abilities.
Yaniel doesn't like us very much. And hits quite hard, honestly. And we missed.
I'll just have to resort
And we
to
missed.
brute force.
I'm gonna back Darren up a little, and then just channel. There we go. Can never. It's the same thing. The translucent winged female recoils from you with a look of fury on her beautiful face. You brought us back to waking. What do you want, foe? Who are you? Not who, what? Memories. This place created as a cradle of memory and fantasy. The things that belonged to the city's heroes were kept here. People used to come to this place to remember those heroes, and myself, and the others are living memories. You woke us, so here we are. Lots of things seem silent only until you care to listen to them. Like here, someone's memory has awoken to reveal itself to us. Yes, little one, I have noted that the birds in the streets converse with you too, and the trees and the flowers, and even certain lampposts. And I'm sure this occurs regularly. For me, alas, such wonders only occur after a week-long bacchanala, and the conversations don't go very far. I used to come here when the mood took me. The exhibits here are meager, no doubt, and cannot compete with the museums in the capital, but all the same I find this place to be a calming refuge away from the bustling city. So your memories of who? Of the heroes of the city wish to immortalize. Go, touch a memory, see how they remembered us. After all, this place was created so that our names would never disappear into the mists of history. I wish I could say that we have not dishonored your memory, but Canabras lies in ruins, and But you fearlessly battled the invaders, with no thought for yourself. You have earned no censure, we're proud of you. Right, in the olden days, mortal kind lost to demons time after time after time, and now their descendants are continuing their losing streak. How could they not be proud of that? Why'd you attack me? Because you are darkness, the abyss lives within you, and you gladly submit to it. I can sense that you recently allowed your bloodlust to blind you in order to stand against a powerful demon. This confrontation took place very close by, somewhere deep below the city, but the echo of your deeds has reverberated much further. The world takes notes of all doings, deeds, and even thoughts, noble and dark alike. I don't know what you are, but you frighten me, and I am a memory of someone who spent centuries fearlessly fighting the hordes of the abyss. Bye, Vision. Farewell, the power that gives us this semblance of life is running out, and soon will be but memories, living only in words, pictures, and songs. Bye. Alright, well...
There are many roads to success.
Let's go up here. I think there's a couple, possibly some demons here. I can't remember, but let's stealth up. The red-skinned, long-haired tiefling raises his pain-filled eyes to you. A huge magical brand stands out on his chest, freshly burned into his skin. The flesh around the brand is inflamed and has an unhealthy-looking hue. Hey, stop. Who are you? Crusaders? Well, well, well. I was looking to add a couple more Crusader heads to my collection and all. Why just assume we're Crusaders, though? Where'd you get that idea, huh? I mean, do we look like Crusaders? Oh, right. The tiefling notices the sacred symbol of Iamade gleaming on the paladin's chest and sighs. I suppose that explains it. Disgusting filth. Get out of here before I kill you all. Nope. The enemies erupt into swearing and threats at your words. Even if half of what they promise comes true, you'll die the most unfortunate and painful death possible on Golarion. You should have run when you first saw me. Faxon's eyes narrow in fury, and he releases a feral shriek that sets his gang slavering for your blood. Demons and Templars give answering howls to their leader and surge forward to attack. It's not the worst fight in the world. There is a couple archers, though. Faxon himself is kind of tough. Why are they... That is a terrible location for him to be standing. Let's get That was not blessed. That was channeling. Let's reload that, because I don't think that I want to channel there. We'll quickly hit the undo button. Also, I guess it doesn't really matter if we send... I was trying to sneak in with
The world's not ending just yet.
Woljif, but it didn't work. So there's no real point in sending Woljif in. Blah 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 blah. And you should run. We've done terrible jobs with that intimidate check, but it doesn't matter, I guess. This time we'll cast Bless, the actual spell we wanted to cast the first time. Divine Favor, he's going that way. Abracandaloon is coming down here. Not sure why. Let's get Blur on probably our main character, because he'll most likely be the target. We're gonna do... Do you want a mutagen up? Probably. Yeah. We'll probably have to rest before we do anything else. Let's do this if we can. She gets really close if we do that, though. Maybe we just wait. We'll delay action and see where things end up. Also, delay action, see how things end up. Cultist is moving up to here. Abracandaloo is going to be doing a Sunder Armor. Divine Favor, that guy's moved up. Faxon is doing something... That's a Fireball, I think.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Okay, Sela, move up. There's that Ivory Labyrinth guy dead. We could do a Burning Brand there. Or here. 20 damage to Faxon, wasn't too bad. Dretch moving up the stairs. Another Divine Labyrinth person. We can't Bone Shaker, we don't have any Bone Shakers. We also don't have any Resist Energies, so that's less than ideal. We could cast Bane, but that's not going to hit anyone very well. Just shoot Faxon. Or we can just move back so he doesn't get killed by a fireball. Also possibly a good idea. Yeah, we don't really have many spells to do. Let's just shoot and then move back. You can cast this on Faxon and miss. Ow. Ow. We need to heal. That really hurt.
So comes to this.
Killed both of those guys.
No glory without risk.
Yeah, let's heal up. 19 damage, healed. We got hit in the face again. Our, Blur is not helping us out as much as I would have liked. Come on, don't be weird. I'm not sure where that Abracandaloo is going. He just can't get up here, so he's not, I guess. That guy's dead. We only have the Archer, the Dretch, and of course Faxon himself left alive. Yeah, that hurt. Not as much as I thought it was going to, though. Did Faxon die? Where is he? Oh, there he is.
You've made your choice.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Yeah, do this. We can do another channel. Oh, he might come back this way. The Abracandaloo. Maybe we can blind Faxon? We missed. Okay. No blinding of Faxon. We snuck attack him. That hurt. Shocking Grasp. Now he's dead. And so's the Dretch. We're gonna have to rest soon anyway, so we might as well burn our spells. That didn't do a whole lot. And we'll just miss entirely. And then we'll not quite kill it.
Surrender or else!
Out of my sight!
It has a lot less life on this screen than it does on the other one. Alright. We successfully won. We cleared out the Tower of Estrod. We also got a cool mace, which is a heavy mace of fire. It does 1d3 extra damage on hit. It's pretty good, honestly. Now we're going to play parkour because we can get some experience for doing so. So up
This is my kind
and down, and then we go back up. Because there's another athletics check. This is what gets you experience in this game. Pushing over columns. Ooh. Okay, don't move too far. Let's let our resident trap person deal with that. Okay, now we go down here. There's a basement as well we can go into, which we will.
What's that there?
Buckler +1. Push the column. We should not have done it that way. That was my fault. That was dumb of me. Very, very dumb. I forgot all about that. You can actually use that in the fight to crush your enemies. It's actually kind of hard to get into position to use it effectively, but I didn't even give it a thought, and we definitely failed to take that into account. That was my bad, which was actually kind of funny, but still.
I found
Trap. Again.
something.
Crushed half my group to death, literally.
Watch out for trouble.
Okay, so you gotta be kind of careful with that one.
I sense something.
Let's grab this. Move everyone away. Who's the best athletics? You are 4. I think it's our horse, honestly. Yep. You want to be on the other side of it, like here. There we go. Another 13 experience without the death that associated with it last time. Let's mobility check
This
this.
is my kind of work.
There's another mobility check to the other side.
This is my
And I
kind
think that's all
work.
of them. Now we can just go open the store. This leads out. It's not very exciting. So we're gonna go to the basement. Can't believe I forgot about the trap that rolls over your party. I think that's all of the parkouring that we had to do for extra experience. There is a fight in here? Maybe? I can't remember.
There are many roads to success.
A pale and frightened half-elf looks at you warily. His face is twisted into a grimace like he just ate something slimy. Hey, who are you? Praise Baphomet. What are you doing here? Did Faxon send you? I heard a noise outside, but I was busy making a list of the relics. Did something happen? What are you doing here? I'm compiling a list of the valuable Crusader artifacts. Lord Xanthir has ordered that everything of use should be transported from Canabris and saved from the looting and destruction. We chose the museum as a place to collect and sort through the trophies. Unfortunately, the local thieves have proved even quicker off the mark than the demons. They ransacked the museum in the first few hours of the assault, but there are some objects of interest here among the exhibits they left behind. The museum custodian has been kind enough to advise me on those, but where's Faxon? Finest thieves in Mendev. Turn your back and everything that isn't nailed down to the floor will be gone when you turn around again. The demons have no chance against him. Masters of our trade we are. Woljif sniggers. There you go, bragging again, dummy. Thieving has never led to anything but harm. Trust me. If you fought the way you thieve, now that might be useful. No thanks, every person has their calling and this is mine, but imagine if you fought as we thieve. Where is the museum custodian? Over in the gallery. I deceived him. I told him I was a crusader. It wasn't difficult. The old geezer is out of his mind. So tell me, where's Faxon? Who are you? I'm Telmir, scribe and senior aide to Lord Xanthir the Plagued One, and do forgive me, but Faxon has been assigned to this command, has he not? Where is he? Clear off before I kill you. The half-elf pitches forward, but then he grabs his bag and leaps away from you. You're lying. You want me to turn away so you can strike me in the back and take the papers that have been entrusted to me. The half-elf leaves nimbly, pulling a sheaf of papers from his bag as he goes, No, I have valuable letters from Lord Xanthir here. I must destroy them. The cultist balls the pages up in his fist and shoves them into his mouth, and begins furiously chewing like a hamster. A moment later, the half-elf's eyes bulge and he opens his mouth, which is stuffed with masticated paper. He tries to cough, but nothing comes out. The failed saboteur looks at you in desperation. His eyes are streaming. His face is growing paler by the second, and he falls to his knees. A strangled wheeze emerges from behind the wad of wet paper. His expression veers from hilarious to the grotesque as he signals to you for help. No, I want to read what it says. Spit that out. Let's help the poor wretch. And digging your fingers deep into the hapless elf's throat, you retrieve the disgusting ball of soggy paper. The cultist coughs violently and then, after taking a trembling breath, leaps up and takes off running. He disappears, leaving you with a wad of correspondence that is much the worse for wear. We have a masticated letter. I always love that encounter. It very much amuses me. This copper vessel and the oil inside it were sanctified by Raelis, priest of Iamade and faithful crusader. This item was donated to the museum by Raelis' fellow men-at-arms. More details in the museum almanac. This is a claw taken from Terendelev, the silver dragon and protector of Canabris. It was cut off by demons when Terendelev Heroically saved a group of ambushed crusaders from certain death. This item was donated to the museum by the town hall of Canaveras. This is the wand of the famous mage Zacharias, who made his name during the heroic and tragic siege of the Lost Chapel. This item was donated to the museum by Zacharias' apprentice, Mage Teldin. More details in the museum almanac. This helmet belonged to Bethistus Scrocia, Paralictor of the Order of the Gate and one of the first Hell Knights to serve his duty as a crusader. This item was donated to the museum by Queen Gelfrey. More details in the almanac. So you can ask the guy for keys, but we don't need them.
Pretty good,
We can just open up this stuff. We'll ask for the keys later too, but just, you know, you don't actually need to. This chain shirt, this Lady Calandra's chain shirt, is actually really a good item for certain people, especially people like Woljif, because it doesn't have any arcane spell failure. Well, it has 10, I guess, which is not the worst. I thought it had 0. Why did I think that? Right, because it's a mithril chain shirt, and I've worn it on people that didn't have arcane spells. We don't necessarily need it on Woljif. That was a error on my part. For some reason, like we can put it on Darren, for example, which makes him rather tanky. Do I still want to have this one on? Woljif, 5% arcane spell failure. He is annoying, though, and he's not usually in melee, so I don't think I'm going to put it on him. Ember doesn't use armor. I don't even know if she can wear armor. Maybe she can. For some reason, I thought the chain shirt had 0 arcane spell failure, but it has 10. That was my bad. Completely and totally. We're going to move Woljif into this room alone.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
He's got trap sense and stuff, I think. At least partially.
This is my kind of work. Pretty good.
But you don't want to run your group in here, you'll end up blowing up.
This is my kind of work.
Alright, we have successfully done that. Weirdly, there's things like tainted fowl in here. Like, why would you keep chicken in a box in the basement of a tower? This seems like a bad idea. There is the Grace of Peace, which is a pretty good Falcata. Oh, we have the lockpicking bug. We're just gonna make that sound over and over again. +1 Cold Iron Kukri deals an additional 2 damage against undead. We're gonna quick save and quick load, just to get rid of that stupid sound. And that's 100% lockpick, so...
This is my kind of work.
The Entrapping Longbow is actually a really good bow as well. I don't know if it's as good as the one we're currently using on LAN, but it's a +1 composite longbow, and when it confirms a critical hit, all enemies in a 10-foot area must pass a reflex save or become entangled for 1 round, which can be really good, but being as the reflex save is so low, a lot of things on hard mode will just ignore it. Teldin is the Mage of Zacharias. We're gonna go ahead and just steal everything here. Where's that polite young fellow got to? He was gonna get a box for the exhibits and then come back here. He is gone. The old man, looking around absent-mindedly, shrinks away as you get closer. His head seems to shake uncontrollably, but his hands are surprisingly deft and assured as they level a magic wand at you. Stay back. Which are you, robber or demon? Hey, take it easy, Gramps. So that's the way it is, eh? You see horns and you think thief or demon? Quit scaring the old man, dummy. Have you seen your horns? They, how should I put this, don't exactly inspire trust in a city that's currently overrun with demons. I'm not gonna hurt you. The old man goggles at you in terror, but he doesn't lower his wand. A rustling comes from somewhere behind him. Rats. The old man wheels fearfully and peers in the direction sound came from. The hand holding the wand gradually falls to his side. When he turns back to you, there's no fear in his expression, only vague confusion. You. Sorry, I was distracted. What were we talking about? Who are you? The old man lowers the wand in confusion. I think? His expression grows distraught and mournful, as though he's on the verge of crying. I forget. His gaze falls on a piece of cloth carefully stitched to his cloak, which reads Teldin, Tower of Estrod Museum Custodian. Ah, I'm Teldin, the custodian here. My memory isn't what it once was. My faculties are failing me, but at one time my mind could cut like a diamond. I was a battle mage, one of the few who survived the Battle of the Lost Chapel, but I'm an old man now. Sometimes I set down my keys one moment, and the next I can't remember where I put them. Controlled amnesia, the ability of the mind to eliminate non-essential information. Nenio peers at the old man with suspicion, but what we have here is a case of plain old senility. With a pleased smile, the old man pulls a hefty set of keys from his pocket and proudly shows them to you. Here they are. My keys, my little lovelies. I would never give you away to anyone. Remembering himself, the old man hastily stows the keys back in his pocket. The lost chapel. Ah, this old fellow was there. That his mind was damaged isn't surprising. What is surprising that the old cadre can still speak at all. In the entire history of the Crusades, which aren't exactly uplifting, this is one of its bloodiest chapters. Some time ago, I wanted to know what became of the abandoned fortifications and estates the Crusaders left behind. I read through the accounts of the lost chapel veterans. Now that was a real bloodbath. What are the keys for? Oh, these keys are for everything. I can open every door in the Tower of Estrod with these. The museum custodian on duty must carry the keys at all times and never be parted from them. Not even for a second. And why is that? Because if the keys were left unattended, they'd be pinched by thieves, wouldn't they? Thieves who would strip the museum of all of its treasures. What are you all looking at me for? Woljif exclaims indignantly, even though no one is looking at him. I see. Actually, give me the keys. Out of the question. According to museum protocol, the custodian does not have the right to hand over the keys to another. I am personally responsible for the safety of the exhibits and the storeroom. Chaotic trickery. Hey, what's that behind you? Teldon looks around fearfully, and as he does, your fingers slip into his pocket. Then when the old custodian turns back to you, the large bunch of keys is already tucked safely into your belt. Teldon shakes his head in confusion. Why'd the demons spare you? The museum custodian looks at you in stark surprise. Demons? There have been no demons in this museum. I heard them breaking into the tower, but then everything went quiet. Then a polite young fellow came along, a half-elf. He said Canabris was under attack, but that the Crusaders had already recaptured the tower. He said he'd been sent to oversee the evacuation of the museum. He was very pleased to find me here. I proved a very useful resource. I showed him all the most valuable relics, explained what they were, and he wrapped them up, labeled them, and carried them off somewhere. And I've been here all this time. I locked the doors and stood guard to make sure no demon got in, but I've seen not a one of them. Haven't heard any either. I've grown hard of hearing over the years. Go to the Defender's Heart. There are good people there. They'll look after you. The old custodian gives you a toothless smile. Really? It's safe there. But how can I leave the museum? His gaze falls upon the traces of the ransacking, and the old man becomes lost in thought, as though trying to find an explanation for what he's seeing. You know what happened here, don't you? Thieves, they were, prowling around. Wanted to rob the museum, but I stopped them. Those ne'er-do-wells came in here, and I gave them what for? A dose of battle magic. They won't be back. Don't you worry about me. I may be old, but I can still hold my own. Are you alright? The old man smiles piteously and makes a helpless gesture. Old age, my young friend, old age, and the poison of fear seeping into my mind. Both have turned me from crusader and battle mage into a sorry specimen you see before you. This museum is all I have. Whenever I forget who and where I am, I just read the exhibit labels. They are of the past, just like me. And now some ruffians have ransacked the place. I'm frightened, my young friend, I'm very frightened. Don't be afraid, the girl whispers. There's nothing to be afraid of. All the scary things have already happened. They're in the past. The old man nods, but continues his agitated motions. Scary. So scary. I have to go. The old man's bewildered gaze follows you as you go. We got the keys, but we didn't need the keys. We already lockpicked all of the stuff and took everything we wanted. Unfortunately, like, the vast majority of the relics are gone. We will get them later. There's a place we'll get them. But that's okay. We'll deal with that at another time. What we do need to do is, leave. We're done the Tower of Estrod now. There's a few more places to go. Unfortunately, the, angels and things don't like us very much. It's because we did the one demon thing. But we want all the unlocks, so it doesn't really make a difference. Plus, we can still do most of the good stuff in the game anyways. Yeah, I think we're going to call the video here. In the next video, we'll go to Market Square, and then we'll head down to Topaz Solutions, the Tierbait Residence, and where else? Go the Failed Ritual Site. I think that's just reagents, though. We also need to come up here to the Pitaxian Wine Cellar at some point, and then we can go to Defender's Heart. So, I mean, we got lots of stuff to do. We have spies in our rank. We have to do attack the Great Garrison. This we can't do until later. We can talk to Forn about letting Kaelessa go, which he's not going to be happy about. We also have to find something else that belongs to Trendelev. We won't do that for a little bit. More than nothing, we can't do Nenio's quest yet. We also can't do Sila's quest yet. We can do notes for the Storyteller during the Great Garrison. We won't get this for a little bit as well. Although there are a few notes, I believe. Or not notes. Well, maybe notes. You know what? We'll look around all the places and check anyways. So, that's where we'll leave you for now. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. We'll head to the Market Square, and we'll do the Desna things. Take care.